Welcome back to the Rights Seg segment 16. The Concord security guard on or about May the 6th said that I was giving him a hard time. He did call somebody. He asked them to call the police. Why didn't the Concord security guard call the police? Why did the Concord security keep an eye on me? Who was paying him to keep an eye on me? And who was it that he called? Then on or about May the 14th, 8 days later, a police officer approached me at 12:59. He says, "I'm placing you under arrest for threatening a security guard at CBC." I said, "CBC?" I said, "I never threatened anybody at CBC." I said, "What day was that on?" He said, "May the 6th. So I looked up in my notebook May the 6th for any incidents that happened on that day, and I said, "No, there was no incident at CBC for May the 6th. I said, "There was a Concord security guard, however, it's up and around CTV." The police officer grabs the notebook from my hand rapidly, ripping the pages. Two other officers approach. One grabs me by the right arm, the other grabs me by the left. They have a hard time getting my arms down, so a third officer approaches, grabs me from around the knee, and he flips me on my back with my backpack on. He then grabs me by the back of the head and by the beard, twisting my head and my neck, and he tells the other officer, if I twist his head any further, I'm going to break his neck. I roll over. They finally get cuffs on me. The 12:59, the officer says, "Where is it?" 12:59 says it's in his belt wallet under November the 17th. The officer goes to my belt wallet, he takes it off, and he opens it up and takes out a little notebook and he looks up November the 17th. He said, "There's nothing here." There was an inscription that said MM Kim, MM Navarro in blue ink, and a word DEFLAM, which is abbreviation for defamation. I turned around, I kicked the belt wallet over to a lady in the crowd, asked her to take that. She asked me if I could. I said she could. The officer said, "No, don't touch that." I said, "Show him there's no knife in there." I said, "And then take that. There's letters in there that I don't want to get lost, photographs, and a bus ticket." The police officer says, "Don't get too close again to the ground," to the crowd. He says he has a serious illness. I didn't know the police officers had an ESP, PhD to make medical prognosis, yet this police officer and other officers were going through my personal belongings with no gloves on. Well, the illness couldn't have been too damn serious, but he gave the impression through psychological terrorism that what I had was contagious. They then took me to the paddy wagon, and on the way to the paddy wagon, they read my rights, which means they went through my notes illegally, which would be an illegal search under Section 8, where every person has the right to be secure in their home, and the person, and their papers, and their documents, that is compared to the Fourth Amendment of the United States of America and Canadian courts. I was taken to the jail cell on Main Street, where I strip searched, then I was taken some ID information, talked to an intake nurse there who asked me medical questions, in which I said no to all of them, and one of them was that she asked if I heard any voices. I said, "The only voice I hear right now is you talking, and when you stop talking, I won't hear anything." Then they did a musical jail cell with me. After I got to use the phone, I called a lawyer called Philip Rankin. We'll discuss that more in segment 17. Thank you for turning into YouTube.